Back here at Lincoln Center in New York City with Charlie Trotter from Chicago, of course, winner of the Humanitarian of the Year Award. And Chef, you've won beard awards before, but what does it mean to win a Humanitarian Award as opposed to something related to cooking purely?
Well, Steve, you and I have known each other for 20 years, and you've won, I think, more beard awards than anybody on the planet, if I'm not mistaken.
A few.
But no, this is something that's more of a collective team effort for our whole staff, because we do a lot of things, but not necessarily to get notice or praise for them, but it could be little things. It could be having guest chefs for a day. It could be last night, or 2 nights ago, we had somebody asked us to donate a dinner on the stage of the Steppenwolf Theater with Gary Sinise. Well, that's not really for a charity, it's a cultural thing, but of course we did it, and they raised a lot of money for that. But this line of work, this field that we're in, you're in it, I'm in it, it's all about generosity. It's all about giving back and making a difference.
How did you get the idea years ago to have kids from the city come in to the townhouse on Armitage and have a lunch and be exposed to that level of dining that they would never normally get? How did that come about?
Well, it started with, how do we make a difference for young men and women and expose them to the idea of leadership? And then in life, you got to make a difference. You got to go to the next level. And it's not even about, it's funny because in the early days we'd call a school and say, oh, we'd like to invite 20 of your young men and women. We never called them kids. They're young men and women to come and have an excellence experience. And the schools would say, oh, that's really nice of you, but we don't have we don't have foods classes, or we don't have a gastronomic program here, or a food arts program. And we'd say, oh no, you send who you want to send. So some schools send problem students, others send honor roll students. One school sent the state champion wrestling team. It's all a mixture of things. And so it's a way to show young folks, if they walk away with 1 or 2 nuggets, ideas, then we've succeeded. So, you got to make a difference.
Last question. 4 months to go for the restaurant. It's closing after 25 years in August. What's going to happen the next few months?
Coming for a final meal?
We might come for the final meal, but I want to know what's going to... A final?
No,
but I want to know what's going to happen the next...
I'll be honest with you. I almost did this 5 years ago at the 20-year mark. I literally was going to close the restaurant then and then return to academia, at least for a brief period of time. And it kind of came and went. We got to 21 years and beyond 21 years, and I thought, I can't really stop this on a weird year. I've got to do this on a 20, 25, 30. And I said, if 30, I might not make it. so I said 25, let's do it then. And that's why I announced it on the New Year's of this year. And that's fine. What's the worst that can happen if I go back to academia for 2 or 3 years and I'm either not equipped for it? I suppose I can always re-enter the restaurant world, but I need to do this just for personal reasons. So nothing more than that.
Well, 4 months to go, but congratulations, obviously.
Come by for a final
We'll try to come by for a cocktail.
Serious.
Charlie Trotter, of course,
more than that.
Man of so few words here in New York City at the Lincoln Center, winner of the Humanitarian of the Year Award for the James Beard Foundation. That's latest here from New York City. I'm Steve Dolinsky reporting.